Before you start this video, I would like you guys to hit that like button and share this video. By doing so, you help this video move through the algorithm. So this morning I received a call from a past client, and the call was actually good. But me and his client fell out because the client, I felt, didn't have access to know what was going on. I had to deal with this client constantly complaining. So me and her went separate ways. Now, a year later, we was working on this case. Let me rewind for a second. 2-3 years. What ended up happening in the midst of this was that someone found her work and it was discarded. That alone caused me a lot of frustration and grief, because how is it that I did work for you and now you've lost it? So anyhow, the client's target reached out to her after 3 years. This person was talking about all the hardships that they were going through and how they want to apologize to the client for the issues he caused in her life. So I bring this up for you people to realize that just because you don't see things happening with your two eyes in front of you, it doesn't mean that things are not going on in the background. I see it all the time. Social media, people post up like, oh, I'm doing great, I'm doing fabulous, everything is going great in my life. But behind closed doors, there's a whole lot of crazy things going on. So I say to you people out here, if you're doing spiritual work and you don't have access to your target, please do not think nothing is happening. Keep in mind, you don't have access to know what's going on. If you want to make your experience pleasant and smooth, if you're going to do work on someone or hire someone to do work for you, make sure you have access to that person. Make sure that person that you're working on has eyes all around them. So that way you can know physically what's going on. See, people like to get caught up in readings, and this is one thing about me that makes me differ from other spiritualists, is the fact that I don't care about what someone says based off of a reading. I don't care what that person sees inside of their head. I want physical evidence. One thing that cannot be contested is facts, evidence, preuve. A reading is always up to, let's just say, debate. We can go back and forth whatsoever, but the proof is the proof. The evidence is the evidence. So when you have people around that individual, or you're talking to that person is going to tell you what's going on, especially if you're doing in tranquil spirit work. Now, this client here is begging me to do work for them. Now that this person is coming back, I don't know if I'm going to do work for that client. I really don't. And this is the type of problems that can arise. And understand this as a client. When you come back to a spiritualist and say the things that you say because you're not getting the results that you want at the time that you want it to happen in. Understand that spiritualists keep track of that. They take note of that. So when things do work for you and you come back to get work done, they're either going to charge you a higher premium or they may not even do work for you at all, period. So, to make your future experience pleasant and smooth, make sure you have access to your target to know what's going on with them.